or projects using ICP blockchain, right? Let's just have a quick look at what exactly the hackathon is, right? So we are organizing this hackathon, right, in partnership with Giottus, right? One of the leading cryptocurrency exchanges, right, in Indian regions. Right? And this hackathon is primarily based on the ICP blockchain, right? And there are different tracks that you can see on the block, say block website. And if somebody who is present here, right, not able to register till here, right, you can contact us, right? And these are the prices, right, for the hackathon, right? The total price pool is 10,000 US dollars, right? And there are more than 50 prizes, right? So it is not just about one project or two projects, right? There will be multiple people earning from here, right? So it's a great opportunity, right? Right? So the today's developer session will be more about how to start off your development journey on ICP as a platform, right? Using leveraging that, right? So over to you, Shib, right? Please take over and we start how they can start developing their projects, right? Using ICP blockchain, right? At the same time, everybody who is joining up, right? Builders, I really request you to please use the chat to, put forward your queries, right? About this hackathon or about the ICP blockchain development, right? It's a very huge opportunity in terms of the prize money involved, plus all the number of opportunities that we will be providing along the lines. Right? Over to you, Shiv.
Giving me opportunity, right? So let's talk about the ICP today, right? So we will be start from the introduction and talk about the ICP first, right? So I'm sharing one screens, right, as a slideshow, as a presentation. So let's start and see the beginning, right? So first tell me, is my screen is visible to all of you or not, right? So is my screen visible?
Yes, it's visible now.
Okay, thank you. So let's talk about the introduction, right? So here is the first part, right, about the introduction. So how many of you, please tell me, know about the ICP, or all of you don't know, right?
Not aware of ICP, right? So I would like you to have a quick introduction about ICP. Okay?
Okay. Okay, let's talk about the fundamentals, right? So we will be start with the coding part. Uh, okay. Is my screen visible?
Yeah, it is
Okay.
visible now.
Okay. Okay. So first of all, like uh, ICP is a computer reinvented where you will be create your DAO and newer Web3 technology, right? Where you will be deploy your projects based on ICP, right? Even like on a blockchain using React, no React, smart contracts as well, right? Like Rust, Python, right? Solidity, right? You can use here to deploy your projects. So what is ICP and how you can start with that? In the developer docs is already given, like uh, it's a decentralized computer IC where you will be start with the subnets, where you will be create your node boundaries. After you will be able to create node boundaries, you will be have to see a smart contract like a WSM file. A WSM file will be used to store your data of your website data, right, inside of the blocks, and block will be stored on a blockchain, right? So it will be the sequence, like first you will be need to create a connector, right? After create a connector, you will be have to see deploy your website inside as a WSM file as a smart contract over there. After the execution of the smart contract, you will be see a block. The block is called canister in ICP, right? ICP canister show you a one ID that will be used by you to see your websites on the mainnet, right? So how we will be start with this? So first you will be have to know about the subnet. Uh, ICP can help you build anything like okay. So there is some questions. Like, okay, let's continue with the subnets, right? So in the subnet, you will be see a boundary nodes, right? It will be start from here, right? After that, you will be see conclusions, and after that, you will be see a block. It will be the execution of a smart contract when you will be starting with the building, right? After you will be build a smart contract, it is called WSM file. After the execution, it will be stored inside of the canister, and you will be able to see your website on the uh, ICP, or you can say on the internet, right? So for the starting this building this ICP session, right? So you need to install that WSM kit, right? That is WSL for the Windows side, or if you have a Mac user, you need to install the DFX kit for Startly, right? So for this, right, WebAssembly, that is I'm calling WSM file, right, in the starting, right? WSM file have a two type of keys. One is the public key and second is the private key, right? It will be help you to see and view your data that you will be push on the internet, right? Public key, it will visible for all of you, right? If I'm talking about like I'm deploying a one website, the website name is internetcomputer.org right now, right? This is the website. It will be visible to all because of the internetcomputer.org website deployed with the public key of the person he deployed it, right? If he want to change this website, or he want to change anything inside of this website, he want to use his private key to rechange the data. This is the first concept of ICP to secure the nodes, right? Or you can say secure the things on the internet, because of everything will be visible on the internet, or nobody can change it, right? It's a hard, like impossible thing to change the data, right? If anybody want to change the data, he need a key that is a private key of that user, the owner key, right? So it will be start from the keys, like keys. Talk about the keys, like there are two keys, public and private key. Both of the key have a principal. It will be called as address. Address, like you can say like a wallet address, like you have a blockchain, right? You already know about the blockchain. So in the blockchain, you will be use the wallets, right, to store your data, like in this form of coins, right? Like Bitcoin, ETH coins, right? Like that, right? Even ICP coins. You will be have to use your wallet ID. It is called address, wallet address, right? So same thing, the with when you will be creating identity, right? Inside of the ICP, you need two keys. Both of keys have a addresses, and both of key has a hash, right? Inside of that key, it's an encrypted key, right? Nobody can change it. Only the key will be encrypted and used by the owner, right? Because of he know the password, he will be the passphrase basically. So he will be created, right? Once you will be use the public key, right? You will be able to see the data. After that, you will be want to deploy your project, right? Use the private key and put your code on the mainnet, right? You build the code on a mainnet, right? Once the WSM file is created, right, it will be deployed on the local net, like as a test net or mainnet, right? So this is the concept to deploy a DAO on a mainnet, right? Or local net, right? So you need to create identity first, then you will be use the public or private key to build or deploy the canister on the mainnet, right? So let's start from the starting tools, right? That you want to create an environment, right? Development environment. So for the environment side, you need to install the tools like we have already right now. So if you are a Windows user, right, use the commands, right, that will be showing to you, right? I'm a Linux user right now, I'm using, right? So I need to copy this command and paste inside of my PCs, right? If you have already have a, right, say you want to follow these steps, right, in front of me as well. If you face any query, you can just ping the message to me, so I will be able to resolve it as now, right? So you can continue with me as well, right? So I'm already installed it, right? So I can use it in my terminal as well, right? So this is my terminal. If I'm copying this command, right, and paste it here, it will be installing the DFX kit inside of my Ubuntu, right? I'm already have, so I can check this with the, could you please share me the link of this website? Yeah. Okay, so, okay, is link, okay, so you got the link already, right? So let's talk about the next step, right? Uh, okay. So let's talk about the next project, right? So I need to change the screen side because of you want to see the terminal as well, right? So let me share my full screen to you. Just give me a second. Um, okay, so tell me, is my full screen visual to all of you?
It is.
Okay, great, great. Okay, so okay, so now I will be use my DFX, right? I have opened my terminal and I'm running this command here, and I just want to check the version right now because of I'm already installed it, right? So you will be see I have a DFX version that is installed in my PC, that is 0.24.0, right? So I'm using this right now. The same thing you will be have to follow, right, to install this inside of your Linux and Mac. Just copy this command and paste it. After that, once you will be did this, right, you will be have a first DFX kit inside of your PCs, right? But you want to develop your project like on the web 2 projects, like you will be using, like if I'm talking about the front end code, right, it will be based on a React, right, Next.js. So you need to install the Node for that, right? Node modules to use the npm Node version manager, or you will be used to Node package manager to store your modules over there as a libraries, right? So see and fetch the data and see the website views, right? So for this, I'm already installed the DFX. Now I need to install the Node, right? You, if you have already, right, in your PC, so you can check with the Node version, right? Like this. I have a Node version 22.7.0, right? So it will be help me to view a Node version right now. I have a Node version. I have a DFX, right? So it will be help me to use with the uh, to create a basically project on ICP, right? But there are more things to do. Like if you have to know about the backend technologies like Motoko, Rust, TypeScript, Python, Solidity, and C++, right? Even you can see the languages that you can use for the backend side, right? In the front end side, I already told you, you can use HTML, CSS, JavaScript. These are the basic languages, right, for each any website development, right? So if you want to talk on the like libraries, right, React.js, Next.js, right? So even you can use Flutter as well for the front end side, right, for making applications as well, right? So for that, yeah, right, so you need to install the Node version. But for the Motoko is a language that will be created by ICP to use on their own platforms, right? It is basically used on only internet computer, right? Like you can, if you want to create a DAO with the using of Motoko for the backend language, you go with the Motoko, right? If you already know about the Rust, right, Rust language, because of most of the blockchain will be use a Rust language, right, to create a smart contract to build their DAOs, right, over there. So if you want to know about the TypeScript, right? Basically, Motoko is a similar to the TypeScript. Same the concept will be followed inside of the Motoko. If you know about the Python, right? So do you need to install the Python scripts over there, right? Inside of the PC. Even there is already given all the things to install the things. Like if I'm talking about the Rust, right? So you can go to the language and click on the Rust, right? It will be open a link, right? In the link you will be see a kit, Rest kit. It will be help you to deploy your backend project, right? And it will be give you a Rust doc as well, like Rust book. Okay, there is a Rust book. Okay, you can go to the Google Chrome, like easily, right? So you can write over there, right? Rust book, right? So this is the Rust book. It will be help you to deploy your projects, right, easily. There are some commands even for the troubleshooting as well, right? It will be help you to deploy your projects, right, easily. If you choose Rust for the backend side only, right? If you choose any other language, then you follow the other one, right? If I'm talking about the Python, right? Python is using Kybra book. The Kybra book here, right? So this is the Kybra book using of Python, right? If you choose a Python, right, you can follow these instructions, right? Here is already told you, right, which version you want to install in your PCs. These are the dependencies, right? Even you can use the extension for the VS Code as well. So these are the steps, right, you can follow. If you see this type of error like linker, right, RCC not found, so you have to copy this command and paste inside of your terminals, right? It will be resolve this problem, right? If you face this type of error, right, you need to install the CMake for that. Once you will be done with this, right, you can easily make any project. Is it Rust hook? Not, it's a Rust book. It's a Rust book, the Rust programming language, right? You can use to build a project. It's a B for boy or ball. Okay. So let's talk about the other things, right? So once you will be did, right, you will be done with the things, right? Now let's create a one project, right, inside of the first, like you will be start your journey with the ICP, right? So you need to start with the DFX. So there is a commands, right? Some commands, like I'm already know about the commands, so I will be writing right now. But there are some already documentation if you want to learn about the DFX commands, right? So I'm just show you right here, developer tools, command lines, right? So you will be see here DFX, right? There are the commands that you will need to use when you will be deploy your project, check the cycles, check the identities, generate the things, dApps pull, right? So there are lots of commands you will have to follow inside of your projects when you will be experienced with the DFX commands, right? Or you will be made some project easy good projects basically. After that, you will really easily use these commands. So these are some commands, right? So let's start with the first command, that is dfx. So new new basically used to create a project, right? After that, you will be create a name, project name, right? And let me check. I have already create lots of project right now. So ICD, it's my directory, right? uh ICP sessions. Okay, so I'm already deleted it. Okay, so let's create a directory, mkdir ICP sessions. Let's go inside of ICP sessions, right? So inside of the ICP sessions, let's create a project, dfx new hello. Once I write this command, you will be see it will be saying to me to choose a backend language, right? In the backend language, you will be see Motoko, Rust, Python, and TypeScript. Okay, there is a one query. Can you please speak? Am I audible? You can unmute yourself and ask the question that you have. That's okay. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, so select a backend language, right? So choose a language that you will be know, right? If you don't know about any language, right? So just follow the instructions that will be given right here in the concepts, like because of, I just will say this, because of each language have a same concept, right? Only the syntax will be changed. If you talking about like you will be make a sum, one function, the function is a sum, right? Like you will be creating 2 plus 2, right, over there in some function, right? So you want a output 4, right? If the 2 plus 2 output is 4, right? So you will be write a function like in the JavaScript, right? So where a is equal to where b is equal to 2, and after that where c is equal to a plus b. and after that you will be return the C, right, value. So it will be provide you a value that is 4, right? Same thing if you want to choose a Motoko, Rust, Python, or TypeScript. Only the syntax will be changed. The logical thing that you want from any function or any call, right? That is remaining same, right? So you choose that language that you will be think it's okay. Okay, there is a any query. Okay, no. Okay, so let's go with the Motoko right now, right? After the choose of backend language, it will be asking you for the front end, right? So choose a front end language. Now I will be choose a React, right? Because of mostly we will be use a framework to create a front end projects, right? If you don't want, right, you will be build a backend only, right? You can use go with the no front end, right? There is also a command right over written over there. You can choose the no front end side, right? So just click on the no front end. It will be provide you a template with the backend only, right? After that you will be see there are some extra features. One is internet identity, one is Bitcoin, and front end test, right? Now for now we can skip it, right? But I want to tell you, right, what is the use case of them, right? So let's talk about the internet identity. Some of you will be use a Google Chrome, right? This is right. Once you will be try to log in your Google ID, they will be use a passkey over there right now. The concept of passkey is used to your phone or your fingerprints, or you can use your USB to replace the password, right? You no need to paste your password over there. Just choose the fingerprint or use your mobile, right, to log in it, right? There is no need to create a password, no need to fill the password, right? It will be easily and just in the second you can log in on any ID, right? So if you have a password like a fingerprint, right, because of it's a unique, right, nobody can log in without your fingerprint, right? So it's a too much secure. The same concept will be used inside of internet computer, right? That is internet identity, right? How it will be work, I will be explain you in the next things, right? After we will be creating a first DAO, right? So let's continue with the, we will be skipping right now, right? After that I will tell you, right? uh okay, so now we will be see, right, it's a just a basic template, right, of a project, right, where you will be see some gitignore readme file, df.json package files, front end files. Because of we will be choose a react, right, react.js. So you will be see the package.json file, white configurations over there, right? And for the backend we will be use Motoko. So you will be see in the backend structure it's a .mo file. So now you will be see it's a done, right? The project will be created and it will be say you, right, cd hello. So you will be have to follow these command, right? Just write over there cd hello and go inside of the hello, and you will be just write a command that is ls. Now you will be able to see it's a list. Basically ls command is a list command, right? It will be help you to see the data inside of that folder. So these are my folder structure, right? File structure that I am creating a hello, right? Hello project. So now we need to open this project inside of my VS Code because of we want to implement our data or we want to edit the data, right? That we will be created, right? So it's just a basic template as I already told you, right, in the initial. So these are the files. You will be able to see this is the front end side and this is the back end, right? So let's open a terminal. The full form of ICP is Internet Computer Protocol. Can you please tell me what type of? Okay. What type of protocol it like HTTP? Basically not like HTTP. HTTP basically used for HTTPS. And what is the use of HTTP? HTTP is a hypertext, right, protocol that will be used to secure the server. Basically, once you will be trying to fetch the data. Like I'm talking about this website, right? So once you will be, I'm just removing it. Now you will be able to see https://internetcomputer.org, right? So this is the domain name, right? Internetcomputer.org. It's a domain name. It's provide you a server scripting, right? With the certificate, that is SSL, right? So you are able to see the secure site of website. So nobody, it's basically used to encrypt the data. If you will be use HTTP, right? It's visible all the data. Anybody can hack it or use it, right? But in the internet computer, it's a blockchain site, right? In the blockchain site, you will be create a DAO. DAO will be stored as a WSM file inside of the canister. So here is a canister ID, right? Like you will be go to any government area, right? You want to buy a land, right? So for the land, you will be have to create a contract with the person owner, right? Owner of the land, right? And between you, right? So that is the contract. So now this is the new owner of this land, right? After purchasing it, right? The same thing, you will be have to contract with the internet computer between you, right? So you will be create a WSM file where you will be uploading your website data, right? And after that you will be see the details over there, right? So once you will be store that data over there, nobody can change it, right? Only you can change it because of you have a private or public keywords right over there. Okay, let's go back to the point, right, that we will be discussing, right? So we are talking about the project right now. So now you will be see the front end side and back end side right now. I'm opening up my terminal right again here. I have terminal over there as well, right? Opening. It will be help me to see all the things here as well, right? So I'm just opening my terminal here. That's why, right? So let's start the defects. Even if I'm talking about the Web2 things, right? If a lot of you I think know about the PHP language, right? In PHP, you need to XAMPP or WAMP server to install in your PCs, right? To start a local server, right? Same thing in the DFX, right? Or in the ICP, you can say, right? To start the DFX, you need to start the DFX services, right? To start to view that data on local net or mainnet, right? So for a local net only, right? If you have a mainnet, right? You have a connector ID on the mainnet, so you can easily view all the data over the internet anywhere, right? So let's start the DFX. And I'm using two attribute right now. One is background and one is clean. I'm using this right now because of I'm already using a lot of projects here, right? So that's why I have some caches in my RAM and PC right now. So that's why I use first background for the. I just want to start the DFX in my background like a batch processes, right? Clean to clean all the caches, right? So this is the two attribute I will be used. Once I will be done this, right, you will be see the replica set, right? It will be initiate a local server, right, local network, and it will be initiate the HTTP gateway to secure the things, right? So between me and the server, I can use my data over there like a hosting, right? So this is my host address, that is 127.00.1 colon 4943. This is the port address 4943, and this is the host address 127.0.0.1. Even you can say it's a local host, right? Even if you know about the React.js, right? Once you will be start with the command npm start, after the npm start you will be see the one link over there, that is localhost 3000 the port number. Localhost provide you, if you change that localhost with the 127.0.1, it will provide you the same data as well. Okay, let's continue, right? We already start the DFX right now, so I'm using the same terminal. If I'm writing here like DFX stop, right, it will be stop my DFX, right? If I'm not writing background, so I need to open a new terminal, because of it will be not provide me a next step right now, because of I'm starting the terminal not in background, in the front of me, right? Okay, so let's open a new terminal because of some of if you want to see a logs, right? So you need to check over here as well, right? So I'm opening here, right? So this is my new terminal right now. Let's deploy a project. So I'm deploying this project on a local net right now, right? So there is a command that is dfx deploy, and after before that, right, deploy, right, you need to create an identity first. I have already have identity because of that. In the starting I will be told you, right, you have to need to create your public and private key, right, to deploy your data. Because of, if I'm writing dfx deploy, it will be deploy that project, no issues, but it will deploy with the identity that is selected, that is default identity, right? And default identity have a default keys and default private keys, right? So let's check the identity first. So for that, to check the identity, so there is a command dfx identity list. Once you will be able to click it, you will be see, in your case you will be able to see two things over there, that is default and nominous. In my case I have a more identity because of I'm using multiple identities right now. For star, it will be telling me this identity is selected, right? If you want to change it, right, you have to write here. So if you want to create a new one, right, so dfx identity, even new name, you can like write a demo, right? Once I will be write this, you will be see created identity demo, but you will be see one thing more, right? Sometime it's happened with a lot of people, right? When he will be he or she will be creating a new identity, right, they will be see forget to store this seed phrase. This seed phrase will be help you to recover your data once, because of, I want to tell you, in this identity you will be have two keys, one is public or private key, right? And even in this identity you also store your data in the sense of like your wallet as well, right, your coins as well, even your tokens as well, right? So if you forget that id or principal id, right, you are unable to recover it, because of it will be asking you for this seed. In mine case, my seed is this, so you can copy, even in your case you can copy the seed phrase and store in secret place or safe place, right? It will be help you to recover once you will be lost your identity, right? Okay, once you will be created, right, you will be have to use that identity. So for that, identity use demo, right? Now I'm choosing demo identity, right? First I created, and after that I use demo identity. Even you can check with the command, previous command like dfx identity list. You can use the up arrow key to choose the previous commands as well. Now you will be see, now it's a demo, right? uh, it's happening with me because of I'm using Mac previously, and now I'm choosing Ubuntu. That's why it's uh, some command will be not working properly on my end sometimes. Basically, once I click on the button, it will be copy the data. Okay, in the previous you will be able to see I have choose internet IC-admin, that is the selected identity in the previous. In this case I will be choose this one, right? But you will be able to see in dfx there is a no identity right now, right? Okay, so we have a demo. Let's deploy the project. Deploy, right? Enter. And once you will be enter this command, your data will be deployed in a WSM file as a smart contract, and it will be stored inside of your source folder as a declaration. Previously, there is a no declaration folder, but now it's a created. Or even you can see in the DFX, previously there is a no data. Now there is a canister LSP, canister ID.json. So these are the canister IDs that will be created by ICP to secure your data inside of these canisters, right? So it will be help you to deploy that data and you see that data. Now you will be able to see, this is my link. In this, if I'm clicking on this link, right, and open this link, it will be asking about the canister ID. Because of that time, I not have a deployed any project yet. So that's why I'm not able to view that data. Now, if I'm clicking this, right, it will be show me a front end code as a template, right? It will be provided by the ICP to us, right? To view all the things will be working fine or not, right? So this is my front end. So how easy you can see, right? It's a easy thing to deploy the project and deploy this data on a mainnet as well. Okay, so let's write a name over here. Like I'm writing my name and click on the button. You will see as output. How fast is it? Because of we will be use a query function inside of the main.mo. Main.mo is a Motoko code, right? Motoko is written in the TypeScript things like I want to show you, right? So this is a Motoko code, right? Motoko, this is an actor class. Inside of the actor class, first is a public function, right? And we will be write a query. Because of we will be query something, right? And asking something to the function, right? So in this function, we will be asking a name, right? We will be sending this name to this function, and this function will be returning us with a hello, comma, and that object, or you can say parameter that we will be pass inside of the functions. So I'm passing this name inside of this function, and this is my output that I get from the function as a return, right? So this is the thing it will be works. So if you want to deploy this project on a mainnet, you have to just use dfx deploy. After that, you will be have to write hyphen network IC. Once you will be click on the enter, this nested ID will become outside of the directory, and you will be see a new nested IDs over there. This is a local ID, and you will be see IC here, and after that you will be see the deployed link, that is the mainnet ID, like that. Okay, I want to just show you like how to deploy a project on a mainnet or local net, right? If you want to deploy your data on a local net, right, for that you will be just write a playground. We can deploy our project on a local net or mainnet as well, right? Okay, so sorry, my bad. Right, playground dfx deploy.
Anshu, have a question, right? Is it free to deploy in mainnet in ICP, right? Anshu, that one, it cycles that are available, right? So Sharon will guide you guys how to redeem that, right? So a
Yes.
cycles cost you some dollars, right? But at the same time, we will be providing blocks to block team, and with the help of ICP Newsfare India, right? We will be providing this free of cost. So Sharon will guide you in the next step regarding this. It is not free of cost, but we will be at the cost.
Okay, so let's continue. Now I'm just deploying this project on ICP as a playground because of it's a test net, right? See how is easy. If I'm copying this link, right? Sorry, my bad. Copy and right, paste and see. It will work. Even you can also open this link as well, because of its deploy on the local net, and anybody can use it. It's as a playground, right? So same function will be works if I'm writing here as a name, right, or as a number, right? It will be returning me the same output, because of this is the ID, nested ID of front end, and this is the ID of back end, right? So okay, let's go next, right?
Join main unit in ICP. Allow scamming. I
Sorry, there is any question? I'm trying to make money. Start family. Okay, let's go next, right? Uh, okay, so we will be already deployed our project on local and local net as well, right? If you want to deploy your project on a mainnet, you need a cycles for that, right? For cycles, right, you need to create your developer account first. That is identity, right? That's why I'm saying to you, like in the previously, right, I will be choosing identity. The name of identity is IC admin. Because of this, the identity, that identity I will be used to deploy my project on mainnet, right? So to deploy your to create a developer account, right, for the identity, right? So you will be use dfx identity new, then your name over here, right? So you are able to get your principal as well. This principal will be used as a like a wallet, right? So you are able to see your private key and public key as well over there, right? It will be stored inside of your PCs, right? In your in the sense of like you, if you are a Linux user, right? Inside of the Linux, you will be able to see there is a command, I think, written. Uh, yeah. So this is the path, right, where your private key will be stored. Inside of the config folder, there is a defects folder, then identity, the identity name you will be created, and inside of the identity you will be created. Inside of that, this is a PMI file. This file will be like a like this code, right, as a private key, like you can use it. But if you want to, it's a protected, I want to tell you, right, it's a protected file. If you want to use it, right, you have to decrypt the data first. For example, let's go back, right? I'm already did the first project, right? So let's go back to change the identity, right? Because of I want to choose the previous identity. uh Before that, right, I just want to tell about the wallet, right? So in this sense, right, we have to pay for the things like if you want to deploy your project on ICP, right, you have to pay the fees, right? The fees in sense of I want to tell you, right, in the sense of ICP, it's a tokens, right? Like tokens, like 10 trillion tokens will be provide you with the coupon, right? DFX wallet, it's a command, right? Wallet balance. Now you are able to see this is the balance inside of my local wallet that we will be created right now. The identity name is demo. Inside of demo identity, we have a 99 trillion cycles previously, but after the deploying this project, we will be left a 99 3 trillion cycles with us, because of I'm using that 3 trillion cycles to deploy this project on playground for the local net, and second 3 trillion cycles for my local machine, right? It's a local balance. Everybody can use it. Once it will be zero, it will be rechanged again to the 99 trillion cycles. Or even you can use a clean command, right? It will be rechange the balance as well. But for the local things, right, if you want to deploy your project on a mainnet, right, you will be have to use a command like network IC. Once I will be hit this, it will be say to me, there is a no wallet because of in demo, right? In demo identity, I not have set any wallet right now, right? So it will be showing me no wallet configured for combination of identity demo and network IC because of my balance will be stored inside of another identity. So let's change the identity, right? Because of I just want to show you the balance and how we can redeem it, right? Even let's do one thing, right? uh there are just think how we can redeem. Basically I'm not set the wallet right now, right? I'm a same situation that you have, all of you, right now. So how we can top up a balance right now? So here is a command, right? Cycles, getting a free cycles. So this is the concept basically where you can get a coupon, but we no need to follow this, right? We just have to follow this command that is written here. First we need to create an identity. After that we will be use that identity. Once you will be done, you will be have to copy this command that is written in the step 10, right? And paste that command inside of your code and write the coupon code here that will be provided by the block team to you, right? So they will be help you to redeem with the coupon. And once you will be done with this, the coupon will be redeemed and your wallet will be set. And in your wallet you will be have got the 10 trillion cycles to deploy your project on a mainnet as well, right? It will be costing already told you by the sir, right? So they will be provide you coupon. So redeem the coupon using this command, dfx space cycle space the hyphen hyphen network IC, redeem hyphen faucet hyphen coupon, and then after that your coupon code, right? And hit the enter. Sometime coupon will be provide you some error, right? It will be that the mean that there is some issues with the coupon or some issues with the commands, right? So if you face a error, right, you can change cycle into wallet, right? And write the coupon here and hit the enter. Second troubleshooting thing, if you face, right, if you will be got a error, coupon is redeemed already, right? Or coupon expired, in that case send a message to team, right? They will be provide you a new coupon. Then you are able to use the new coupon to get the 10 trillion cycles and set the wallet accordingly, right? So this is the command you will be have to follow. After that you will be see a balance in your network, like using this command, tfx cycles hyphen hyphen network IC balance. So let's, I want to show you, I have already have created the balance right now in my another identity. So now need to change dfx identity, use IC admin, right? uh does not exist. Okay, oh my bad, this is too t. Okay, so now let's dfx. Okay, so if I'm writing this command, right, it's asking for password because of it's my mainnet identity. So it's a secured with my .pme file that I will show you in the developer account, right? So it will be asking me to use this file to unlock myself, right? So I'm writing my password here. So once you will be done, right? If the password will be matched with the PME file, it will be again, see, because of it will be clean command I will be used previously. That's why I will be fetch all the 99 trillion cycle in my local net again, right? If I want to show you the balance in my main net, right, I want to add hyphen hyphen network IC with this wallet and click enter. And after that, now I'm putting my password wrong, and you will see failed to load the PM file that is stored inside of this identity encrypted because of the password mismatch or fast phrase mismatch. It will be happen with the some of users. So make sure once you will be try to create identity, add the password with that, right, to secure the things, right? After that, like hitting again, entering a right password, and see it will be decrypting complete. And this is the my balance that I have in my account, right? That is 104.391 trillion cycles in my live wallet right now. It will be help me to deploy the project on mainnet, right? So let's talk about the next thing. Uh, like let's create a Rust project or a React project, right? So in the if you have already have a Web2 projects, right? Let's open a project, React projects, or we can just go with the HTML project first. Let's HTML project template, right? Free download. So here are some websites, right? We have to deploy this website on a mainnet, right? Or local net, right? You will be think this is your website, right? You will be created it. You will be have to check first. Uh, okay, so like see, this is the website that is created by you. So you want to deploy your own website that is created by you on using Web2 languages. It's any language like HTML, React, Node. You can just paste your data if you have a React.js, right? So just paste your commands, the components here, right? Add the routes, add the node modules like packages that you have, right? Install the packages. It will be installed inside of the package.json file, right? This one. Once you will be added, just again deploy the project. You are able to see it. In this case, I'm choosing first a HTML based project, right? That is based on HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. So we think it's a static website. How to deploy a static website on a mainnet or local net, right? So it's a good project. So let's download it first. So I'm downloading it. Okay. Okay, so these are the files that will be we want. Okay, let's go back to the website internet.computers and right here in the search static websites. Right, once you will be able to click it, you will be see a code or some repositories over there. For this, you have to create a first folder. The name is static website, or you can write your own name right over there. So let's create a new folder inside of the hello. Let's go back with the command of cd dot dot. So change the directory and create a new directory mkdir and static website, right? So I'm creating a project name, sorry, directory name is static website, and inside of this website cd, so we need to go inside of the directory, right, and open this inside of the code, right? Here is a fresh code. There is a no any template like that, right, that will be created previously. So first we need to create a folder, right? First is assets. As per the guideline, let's go back to the things, right? There is a .dfx folder, one is assets folder, and one is source folder. They're like this, and one is a dfx.json. Mostly important thing for us, that is dfx.json, because of we want to deploy this project on a mainnet, right? So we want to add this, right? Oh, okay, code is already opened. Assets, right? I create a new file. The name is file dfx.json, right? Inside of the dfx.json, we have to put this data. Same as copy and paste. Here you will be able to see this is a connector. In the starting, when we will talking about the ICP, I will be told you about the connector. Connector will be help you as a IC to deploy your all the WSM smart contract files inside of this connector, and this connector have ID that you will be see in the previous project, and even this is the ID. This will be belongs to the connector. So like in this case, I will be creating a connector named www, and this connector have a things like www is a connector name. Inside of this connector have a ID. It will be created automatically when you will be deploy this. So in the front end side, you will be have a entry point source, because of we have a source files as well, right? So type default and rest of the things will be remaining same. Okay, so go back to the code, right? Okay, okay. So back to the instructions, right? Not this one, this one. Okay. So now we have to push the code over there, like website code, right? In the HTML code. So I'm doing one thing inside of the assets, right? I paste my this code. I need to extrude successfully, close it, and close this as well too. So okay, let me see this. So this is the HTML site and this is the code file, right? I'm doing cut the commands, right? And going back to the identities like home, home, dfx, where I'm putting this like ICP project, ICP sessions, yeah, static website, assets, and pasting my code here, right? So you will be able to see inside of the code, all the things goes inside of the asset folder, CSS, font, HTML, HTML files, JS as well, right? So here you will be see add a source, right? We already add the assets folder, right? So we need to add the slash CSS, because of we have a source folders as well right now. We have a first CSS, then fonts. So right here, fonts, right? After that, images, after that, JS. And even we have a files inside of the asset folder as well. That is HTML files. That is inside of the assets. So we need to remain assets as well here, right? And now you will be able to see the entry point. In this case, we have an asset and directly we have an index. So we need to remove the source from here. Once you will be did this, right, your code is ready. Just open the terminal and deploy the project. DFX, deploy, right, and hit the password here and then sending request. Oh, my bad. Actually, our DFX is stopped right now because of it's started here, but we will be not to start again, right? I need to stop this. Okay, so stopped. Let's start. DFX start hyphen background and clean. Okay, so DFX started and deploy. It will taking a time because of it will be checking the connector, source codes, UIs, all the things, right, that you have. After that, once it will be done, it will be deploy the code on a mainnet. You will be able to see image files, PNG files, even as well HTML files. It will convert all the files as a WSM file, right? Like it will be added inside of the declaration in the previous code, right? So it will be converted as a contract. Same thing here, all the code will be uploaded inside of the code, right? That is deployed locally, right? So once you will did, right, at the end of the file, you will see a connector name, that is www, and your connector network and local ICP JSON. This is the ID, connector ID will be created. This is candid UI, and this is for the connector that we will be created. Because of, in this case, we have a front end code only, right? See, my website is deployed on a Web3 project, like a Web3. See, everything is working right now. Each image will becomes everything. Even you can check the mobile view as well, right? In the previous events, we will be deployed it, right? We not checked this, but now we can check it. See, all the things will be work perfectly, right? Even the bars, right? Even the animations, right? About, because of it's not working, because of I'm deploying this project in the local net. You need to write here a connector ID if you want to see it's in the local. My bad again. Control Shift C. No, now you will be able to see the about, because of he forget about the connector. He don't know where we will be deployed this WSM file of about.html, right? About us.html file, about.html file, sorry. So if you deploy this project on a local net, right? Like deploy playground, asking password. Now you are able to, after the completion of deployment, right? You will be able to use this about page as well. No need to add the connector ID because of it's deploy on the local net server. Because of local net server, this deploy this project inside of the connector already, right? Single connector only, right? So inside of the connector, each the data is put it over there, right? So easily he will be called to the connector ID as well, right over there. So this is the link. Open. See, if I'm clicking right now in the about, so you will be able to see the code. No need to add the ID. It will be open a service page. It will be show you why us, right? That the pages is added there. All the details, right? All the details are here. How easy you can use it, right? So let's go about the talk about the backend code, right? So in this session, we will be talk about the Motoko, right? First, in the Motoko, you will have to create some functions, right? How we can write it, how we can use it. Even there is also given a playground where you can run your code as well and check the output, right? So, right, Motoko, actor. So this is the actor, right? Actor is class, right? Here you can see this is a actor, class name is counter, and inside of the counter we have a variable name is count is equal to 0. After that we have a function. First function name is shared function. Basically this is a shared function, and function name is inc, that is called as an increase, and async as output, and it will be help us to uh, plus the counter, right? Like count. If you have a value in the initially is 0, if you call this function, it will be add the 1 inside of this, right? You can read this code. Let's copy this, right? Let's copy this and paste inside of the code, previous code, right? uh Not this one. Yeah, this one. Okay, so we have a main.mo, right? We have a public query, right? And I'm pasting here code, but we not need to add the actor again because we have already have actor. I'm just adding the variable, functions, and other stuffs, right? So I'm saving my file, right? In this, uh, let's stop the dfx, right? We can choose any terminal to stop that, right? dfx. After that, clean, right? I need to go cd dot cd hello, and inside of this code, I need to deploy the project first locally. After that, we will be deploy it on a. I think it will be not work because of I'm changing my identity in the previous, right? When I'm first time I'm deploying this, the controller of this code is another user. It can be happened, but I just thought because of the identity will be changed, but the identity demo have no key. That's why it will be allow me to change that code because using the IC admin key, right? So make sure once you will be create any identity, use the key or field space for that, right? It will not allow you to deploy that data because of the controller of that identity are you, right? As admin, right? If you're not admin, you are not able to push the code or change the contract, right? Okay, so it's did, right? Or done, we can say, right? So this is the backend canister, right? So let's see the backend things. In the backend, you will be able to see bump, increase, ink, and read. These are the function we will be added, right, in the UI. Last previously we have a greet function. This is the basically like a postman. If you will be know about the node server, right? Node.js, right? So you will be creating any API. You will be have to check that API on a postman, right? It's working. You can send the inputs from your side and get the output from postman API, right? Using the postman. Same thing. We have a candid UI in ICP that will be help us to check the outputs. So I'm writing like again the same thing, Sharon here, and click on the query. You will be see it will be the output given, right? The same thing. If I'm click on the call, it will be show me output, right? It's a 0 because of initially it's a 0, but after that it will be added a 1. If I'm click on the read, you will see a 1 here because of in this function I call a function only, not returning anything. I'm not returning anything here. I'm just adding the value inside of this variable, not returning, right? Again, I click on the increase button. It's run, and I will be click on the call. It's 2. Go. So same thing will be happened inside of main.mo. Only the syntax will be changed. Rest of the thing about your logics will be remain same. So let's talk about the other steps. Like if you want to create a array, right? Arguments like you want to create, right? Control flows, object classes, functions. You can go here, right? There are query functions, static types, right? Timers, right? So these are a lot of things. If you want to create a stable memories, you can go here, right? So all the basic concept terms are written here, right? If you want to pass the arguments, right? And let's only the main thing we will be forget, sorry, I just want to tell you, right, how we can connect front end to back end. If we see we will be deploy the project, we will be see deploy the front end, but where is the connectivity between front end to back end? I want to show you that. So if in this case we have a app.jsx file, right? You will be able to see in this code we will be import hello underscore backend. It's come from declaration folder. in the starting, I will be told you the WSM file will be converted as a smart contract and stored inside of the declaration. All the things written inside of the main.mo, it's stored inside of main declaration folder as a did file. See, this is the TS, this is the TS2 again, and this is the did file. These are the services. See, this is the increment function, the read function, greet function, bump function, and this is the queries, right? So what we will be use all the things like create agent or principal calls, all the stuffs will be written inside of it. You are able to understand, right? But it's all the code inside of these files. Okay, so we are talking about these functions, right? It will be convert into declaration folder as a date file or ts files, and it will be help us to call in front end, right? In front end you will be able to just copy this command, right? Only the name that you will be created. In this case we will be create a project name hello. That's why you will be able to see here hello underscore backend. If your project name is demo, you will be write demo underscore backend. That the project name that you will be created right here as a name, right? If your project name is anything, like write anything underscore backend. Once you already did this, this is the import function, right? After the import you will be able to see here, right? Hello backend, we will be calling him, right? And after that dot, this is the function name. Initially we have a function that is greet. If I'm writing here, right, so I'll call to the greet, and I'm passing the name over there, because of once you will be see the front end side, right? This is the input box, and inside of the input box we am passing my value, right, to the after click on this button. So once I will be triggering a function, right, using the handle submit on submit form, right? This is the HTML code. And once I click on the button submitting the form, on submit there is a function that is on handle submit, and inside of the handle submit we have an event. Basically it will be used to prevent the default, because of sometime it will be creating an error for us, so it is compulsory to add it, right? Event dot prevent dot default, right? This is function. And after that you will be we will be create a name, const variable name, and inside of the name we will be add event dot target dot element dot name, because of input id is a name, and type is text, right? So we will be passing the name here as ID, and after that we write dot value, because of we want the value of that input box, and it will be stored inside of this const variable, right? And const variable will we provide you a data, and after that we will be process that data using the then function, right? And once it will be processed on the back end, right here, it will be returning this object, or you can say string or text to us, right? Once the text will be getting, we will be storing that data inside of greeting. This is the hook use state, right? So we will be passing that return data inside of set greeting here, and view that data here as HTML, because of we passing the query and we using the await functions, and it will be wait once the data will become. After the data will become, it will be present on the screen. If I'm changing it, right, text any something like that, something like that, text, right? Okay. uh I think it will be not loading right now. uh Sometime it will be happened. Yeah, because of we executing the node evolution module right now, that's why, because of it's a uh, playground link, right? We need to open the local link. Let me click it on. Okay, now test, right? I'm changing the value again, right? Click. right? You can write anything here. It will provide you anything. These are the basic concept. Basically, we have to follow it. The rest of the things already given on the website. If you want to know, you can check it, right? Go there on the website and check all the concept, basic things that you want to add in your projects. Work on your ideas that you will be created, right? Check the first, talk about the if you start a project, like talk about which language you will be choose, right? According that language, you will be have to follow the things. If you will be choose a Rust, Next.js, there is a Juno framework, right? So you are able to use it, right, to deploy your projects applications over there, right? uh uh okay guys, so tell me if anyone have a query, please tell me. So now we have a query session right now. Anyone have a query, or it's okay for all of you? No, okay, that's okay. So all the things from my end, right? This is a static website. You can start with this, right? Initially, right? After that, you will be work uh, on the projects, right? If you face any problem, just ping the message to the team. They will be provide you a better guidance. Even they will be provide the problem to me, so I will be provide you a solution accordingly, right? uh okay.
Crypto products and NFTs are unregulated and can be highly risky. There may be no regulatory recourse for any loss from such transactions.